What's going on, everybody? This is Big G from G Riders, and welcome to another episode of Talking Rides. I'm with my friend Ali here, and we're going to be talking about his ride. What up, Ali? What kind of car you got there?
It's a 2015 Mustang GT with the performance pack.
Exactly, does the performance pack add?
Alright, so obviously we've got the improved tires and wheels and brakes. As you can see, the wheels are 19 inches and it's sitting on 255 section Pirelli P0s. And we've got 6-piston Brembo brakes.
Man, I bet those give a lot of good stopping power, don't they?
Yes, they do. And then around the back, we've got 19-inch wheels with 275 section Pirellis.
Too bad they didn't decide to do the better brakes in the back also.
Right.
So, I mean, you need to stop all four corners, right?
Around here, it's not really visible, but it's got the improved radiator. And it's got the throttle bar over here.
That adds that extra rigidity. Man, 2015 and they are still using these things?
Right, Ford has to do something about this.
It's kind of ridiculous. Come on, Ford. You guys got the people and the engineers. Figure out something better. All right, let's check out the interior on it.
Got the optional red leather interior, and as you can see, the performance pack does add those 2 gauges over there.
Man, this is a beautiful interior. I've always loved the black and red two-tone. So, Ali, is there anything else extra that you've done to it so far?
The only thing I've done up until now is add a Roush axle back muffler.
Oh, wow.
And if you want to go around the back, I'll start her up.
Let's see how this thing sounds. Why, out of all the options for cars, you decide to go with this one?
First of all, I love Mustangs. I've always loved Mustangs. It's always been a dream to have a Mustang, so when I had the opportunity to get one, I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah. I've always liked Mustangs too, but for me, being a big guy, they've always just been a little too small for me, and this is the first one that I would ever consider buying because it's the roomiest Mustang I've ever sat in.
Right, it's pretty roomy, and I've really worked on the interior, and everything is a lot more improved than the older generation Mustangs, I'd say.
Yeah, all the older Mustangs they feel really, really cheap.
Right.
And like, it just feels like they didn't put no time into developing the interior at all.
Right. But like with this one, like Ford's done a pretty good job. It's got a pretty modern interior. Everything, the materials are all really nice. The leather is really good. Everything's.
So how does the shifter feel in these?
It's pretty good. It's pretty like the throw is pretty short. It's a really good shift. Like, and the clutch is really light. So there's no complaint over there.
Nice.
Oh god. I think the ultimate car I would have is a Aventador SV.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Roadster. Yeah,
so you would say Lamborghinis is one of your favorite brands?
Yeah, I'd say that.
So why is Lamborghini your favorite brand?
Just the character of the brand and the cars they make. They're just crazy cars. rear-wheel drive American V8.
Okay. Oh yeah. Got to.
Right.
You gotta get that American V8.
Right.
So when you were looking at buying a car, was the Golf R out yet?
It wasn't, and that is one of the factors that kind of made me choose the Mustang, because I was really interested in the Golf R, but they didn't offer it at that time in America, so it wasn't an option, so I had to go with the Mustang.
Okay, would you ever consider getting like something like that to have along beside the Mustang?
I mean, for the time being, like money being concerned and everything, I don't think so. I mean, this Mustang does a great job at being a fun car to drive, and it's a great daily as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the gas consumption isn't the best, but that's a sacrifice you have to make.
Especially with that big American V8.
Right, yeah.
So besides Lambo, the ultimate dream car, what else? What other kind of car would you get?
I'd get a BMW. I'm a huge fan of BMWs, and they're great cars to drive, amazing handling. But if you're looking at an M4, which is almost similar to this car, it's double the price of this car, but it's not twice the amount of car. Performance-wise and handling-wise, they come pretty close to the Mustang GT performance pack and the M4.
Yeah, and that's what I've always kind of liked about like American cars, because at some point they're going to get it right, and they finally have,
Right.
and it's going to make it competitive with the German cars.
Right.
I mean, look at it. Like I talked about this in the last video, but look at Cadillac. Cadillac is killing right now. Like it's nuts to me that they're comparing the CTS-V to an M5 now.
Right,
That's
yeah.
crazy, isn't it?
Like recently, the American cars they're starting to catch up. Build quality wise, the interior wise, it's really refined. Like for example, this car has got heated and cooled seats, and all sorts of like. We've got a huge display. This car doesn't come with navigation, but it's an option. And you've got different selectable modes, and you've got a nice interior. You've got like the car is really quiet on the inside.
Yeah, like I can say it's really quiet in here. Ford has really stepped their game up. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I wonder if Ford have used cylinder deactivation on these yet.
Oh no,
Because I feel like they really should add that, especially these.
But unfortunately, this car does not come with that. It's running all 8 cylinders at the same time.
Yeah, and that's how like the Camaro, for instance, gets such decent economy, because like when you're not on it, you can probably put it in an eco mode or something, and it'll get 20 miles a gallon or so, or close to that.
Right. I'd say around Corvallis, I get anywhere from 9 to 11 miles per gallon.
Oh.
I'd say, but on the highway, you can depending on how fast you're going and how you're driving, you can get anywhere from 18, 19 miles per gallon to 24.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's somewhat decent on the highway, but around town it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I would say so. I really think the Mustang, they should offer a better automatic with the Mustangs. Yes, the manual is like it's a muscle car, it's a Pierce car,
Right.
you know. But just so they can compete more with the Germans,
Right.
they should add like an 8-speed dual clutch
Right.
to the GTs, to the EcoBoost, and the V6 if they really want. Yeah, I know the current automatic in the Mustangs has really improved, but it's still nowhere near a dual clutch. And I think if they can put a dual clutch in a Mustang, it'll completely change it, and it'll completely change the game.
Right. I mean, as you said, the new transmissions are somewhat improved over the past ones, but it's still nowhere near.
They still got a lot of work to do.
To catch
The
up.
the only objection I would say for the dual clutch in a Mustang, it would severely raise the price on the Mustang. I feel like Ford, like, okay, we're as competitive as the Germans, so we're going to raise the price of the car to German prices.
Right.
So, I mean, Mustangs have always been good value for money, but maybe doing something like a dual clutch to make it more competitive will raise the price to a point to where people don't really want to pay it.
I would feel that would be the one thing that would. I mean, the thing that makes the Mustang so appealing is the price of the car. You know, like the performance you get for the price you pay is pretty decent.
Yeah, it's bang for the buck.
Right, yeah.
American cars are just bang for the buck nowadays.
Yes, they are. And if you were to put a double clutch in there, it would significantly raise the price.
Yeah, I feel like the price of a base model, say Eagle Blues Mustang, because that's really all they have in dealerships nowadays.
Right.
A base model with the dual clutch transmission, it will probably be like maybe 30, 35 grand.
Right.
And that's pretty much, you're starting to touch this, the price of this car, the GT. So that's the only like negative I'll say to that, but I think they should work on something like that. Or maybe a transmission with more gears, because both the Challenger and the new Camaro both can come with 8-speed automatics, and Mustang is still messing with the with the 6-speed.
All right, and the way that Ford's improving these days, I wouldn't be too surprised if they come out with something.
So overall, how happy are you with this car?
I'm extremely satisfied. I mean, Ford's done a great job. The car is excellent, but the quality is really good, and the performance is great. I mean, for me, it's the perfect balance. You've got a good amount of horsepower, and you've got everyday drivability, and you've got like a very comfortable interior. So all these things are like a positive factor towards the car. So I'm really satisfied. Yeah.
Excellent.